So, never have I ever been compared to someone else by my parents. Drink if you have, drop if you haven't. But he wasn't comparing me to other children. He was comparing me to my old self. Where he was like, you used to be so fit and this and that. I mean, he kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And then it got to a point where I just couldn't take it. So I kind of like lashed out at him. Hi, and welcome to DFP. Welcome, guys. It's our usual safe space for parents and intending parents to share their thoughts, opinions, and experience on the whole parenting thing, and just seeing how we can all get it right in the future when we decide to start having kids.
Yep.
So welcome. So today on the show we'll be talking about compare and contrast, and we're going to get right into it. So, never have I ever been compared to someone else by my parents. Drink if you have, drop if you haven't. I mean, okay, before I ask what the scenario was or anything like that, first off, did it have the desired effect that the parents wanted it to have?
Nah. Alright, so let me just share my experience, because I have a lot of, this show was basically to talk about my experience. So yeah, I have a lot of experience when it comes to compare and contrast. See? Mama. She will compare you to all the children in the street. And the one in our shop. And the one, especially when my siblings and I fight. When last did you see Omo Lagbaja and Omo Lagbaja, when you actually hear them fighting? And I'm like, are you always with Omo Lagbaja? I am the son, and I can tell you categorically, I didn't go to fight, and they will even come and tell me that yesterday I beat my brother. And I'm like, you beat your brother? Where was my mommy? Like, how come she did not hear your noise? So I think probably because our noise was always much more than the neighbors, and maybe our house was not like soundproof, so when we fight or shout, people can easily hear and stuff. So she thinks probably the ones that are fighting the whole world. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're compared a lot. But I don't share the experience. So share a bit. Let me. I have other experiences.
I think one I can vividly remember very well. I think it was my dad. I think it was around the time when, I think it was after school, because you know when you're in school you don't add weight like that. You are dry as possible, but then exactly. So I came home, and then during the holidays I started like putting on weight and all of that. And I used to dance before, I used to actually dance, but I stopped for a while. And then I think that time around when I was at home, my dad was making certain comments about the fact that I'd added weight, and it was, although he wasn't comparing me to other children, he was comparing me to my old self, where he was like, you used to be so fit and this and that. I mean, he kept saying it and saying it and saying it, and then it got to a point where I just couldn't take it, so I kind of like lashed out at him, and my mom just lost it. But my dad actually told her that she should calm down with the way she was talking to me, because I think he knew that what he was doing at that point hurt me, because I voiced it. I said what he was doing was very hurtful, and he actually came to apologize. So I guess that's the good part. Not all kids get that, but yeah, my dad actually came to me to apologize. And I think most our parents fail to see that the comparison doesn't really work.
Actually causes more trauma than effects on me per se, because by the time you begin to compare me, I'm like, so you feel they're better, so you feel I'm not good enough, just swap us, can't collect their children and give me to them.
I know, funny these days with the amount of shenanigans that's going online, I tell them to be grateful for the child they have.
Just imagine, I went to school for 6 years. No, nothing. I'm not pressing laptop. The only laptop I'm doing is to do my work. and you're not grateful,
Exactly. I'm actually very, very
and you're
open
not happy.
with them about it. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so now, I want sometimes I want to be a bad boy, like I want to be. I don't mean bad boy, like I mean like just the very fair. Let them just taste small, and they're already panicking.
Yeah.
So what if I now ended up? I mean, like God really compared me to. I know the funniest thing. Most of the people I was compared to,
You're
I am
better
far
than
more
them.
better than them. Like assistants now, I'm far more better than them. You know, even academically, financially, status wise, like
That's
class
cool.
wise,
That's
circle
cool.
wise, and all those stuff.
Mhm.
And you're like, she not see Omalagbaja. This one is already in GS2. You are still in GS1. What are you doing in primary school? Your mate already in. Guy, most of them did not finish university. Most of them never went out school. Some idea on Abeg.
I mean, not to shame nobody,
Of
but I
course,
feel
of course,
like
shame nobody.
we should also like give ourselves our flowers, because I think we've done a good job being people that our parents can be proud of.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, actually. So future parents in particular, don't give your children the breathing space.
Yeah.
Um
I'm never even going to do that. Compare my kids with someone
don't
else.
compare them.
I mean, we
In
can
any
be
way.
tempted to. We can be
In
tempted
any-
to, because maybe in the process of
Not
wanting
the-
to correct your child.
There are
you see
there are
something.
scenarios where you can actually compare, but that should be the positive side.
Mhm.
Like saying, okay, this one is first, this one is first. I want you to push, like in a way of advising, and
Okay.
not a way of downing your child. That okay, you have not done anything. Do this. You are second. Wow, but you know you can be first. You see, Shade is first because she puts more effort. I want
Okay.
you to put more effort so that you can be the first
Mhm.
and be on the same spot with Shade. Not Shade that is first, does she have to end? What is she doing that you cannot do? You know, there are ways that you can advise people, like advise your children, your kids, and they'll relate like, my daddy has sense, my mommy has wisdom. It's not everything you have to shout or some go as far as beating your children. When you're not beating them, you're saying, she, but you don't want more. Like, have you seen all
I get
those
you.
former children? Have you seen your neighbors shouting at your children? Shouting at one
And
door.
you say, if only they knew what was going on in that neighbor's house. If only they knew what was going on in the
and you know the
neighbor's
thing
house.
is that like, when we watch Youngers, we and our neighbors were actually like, I think every home neighbors like kids were always like together.
Because, yes, I
So
get
we
you.
gist, we rap and all, and we go to their houses and see when they fight, and see that in fact what I'm fighting, like what is making me fight with my siblings, actually makes sense more than what's making them fight in their house. No, do you understand? Do you
I
understand that
get you.
scenario? I'm like,
I get you.
where's my mom in this sitting? Just come and see this. Just come and observe what is happening here. And I'm like, you guys are fighting over this. Maybe because one is not calling one brother, sometimes you just slap his face. Toya! And before you know, fight after that.
Yeah, I get
We
you.
fight over reasonable things in our house.
I get you.
Like,
I mean, even
reasonable
now
things.
that I'm older, I try not to compare myself with someone else or
Yeah,
compare,
actually.
irrespective of how good. I mean, I'm happy for
I mean,
everybody's
no matter the
growth
age, actually.
and success and all that, but I try not to compare myself with someone else.
No matter the stage, I think
we have
even
very
the
different
comparison actually goes a long way. It goes as far as even childhood, even into the adulthood,
Yeah.
because not everybody is going to succeed at first. Like somebody once said, the measurement for success is your past failures. Like if you've not failed,
Wise.
yeah, very wise.
That's wise.
The measurement for success is your past failures. Like after you failed and failed, it will be sweet to tell your success stories. So like I failed so much in the past, but now you can see me. The
Yeah.
evidence is there and stuff. So do not force any child, young or old, at least your parent until at least the parent is dead or something.
Yeah.
You should still have a child and you want them. Do not force any child, young or old, to actually go outside their strengths. You can push them to do better,
Yeah.
but do not push them to go outside their strength, because if you see more people that are outside there today that are very timid in their circle, they are just there, they don't have anything to contribute, they are scared, they are skeptical about
And the funny thing
future
is, some
and all
people are
those
actually very, very resentful.
stuff. Yeah, you
Their
understand.
friends right now, I think, because they have been compared to these people for so long, they start to hate them.
You start to
You would
hate
even
your
see it
friends.
amongst
Even
siblings. Even
Thank you very
amongst
much.
siblings.
So
They
because
hate each other.
your aburo ego will share by, and you be like, what's that? Before you know, the first born and the last born are not talking, second born are not talking.
And you think it's because they have one implication, not that you are even the cause
of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Most parents don't even know that they're the cause of it, which is very bad. I won't. Let's call it a spade. What is bad can never be good.
Yeah.
What is bad can never be good. So we should actually work on it. Our parents have done it in the past. Let's take it as it's their own mistake. But we are here on this show to make sure that their own mistakes do not repeat itself in our generation. Our children should be better, and we should be wiser. We should not do things that cost us while our parents were doing them.
Yeah.
So some of us still have traumas of the comparison. Some of us we don't see ourselves fit for the society because we were compared at one point or the other. Some of us feel inferior because we were compared at one point or the other. So therefore, and even comparison can actually make you think you are what you are not at some point.
That's another aspect that people actually don't think about.
I don't know. It can make you feel like you are what you are not. So you are feeling like you are this, and everybody's seeing you like you seeing yourself like them. People are seeing you like this, and you're like, why are you feeling? So just like advise your kids, don't compare them.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. Advise your kids, don't compare them.
Well, I mean, we've heard it all today. Let's try to not make the same mistakes that our parents made. Mistakes that we know that have hurt us. Let's try to not repeat them with the next generation.
Shining the aspect of comparing and comparing your children, yeah.
Alright. I didn't ask you how you actually are. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I outlived all those stuff already. I'm not. You can't pressure me. Like I'm not saying. What do you want me to pressure me? You have money. I beg you.
Well, I'm glad we're doing well, and I hope we'll continue to do well. And thank you for watching this episode. Thank you for watching the previous episodes. If you haven't, please do. And then we'll see you next time on DFP. It's been nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to drop a comment, don't forget to subscribe. Very important. Some people are just watching.
And feel free to ask questions. Ask us anything.
So don't be scared though. I'm not therapist though. Alright, so to come away again next week is bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.